Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for the Division 2 build video. Well guys, I've been busy playing Cyberpunk 2077, so I didn't make any like Division videos, but I'm back here making the build videos again. So now, I already made this build like basically every single title update. I make it on like TU9, 10, 11, now 12. And the good thing about every single update is you get new weapons, you get new talents, you get basically everything new, and it improves your build by a lot. So that's really helpful. And this has actually improved my build by like a mile. And I'm really happy to present to you guys the TU12 like hybrid build. And it's one of the best hybrid build, if not the best hybrid build you can make for a skill and weapon damage, you know, like crit and skill damage build. So let me show you my build over here real quick. As you can see, this is my build, all high-end stuff. Now I'm using the technician specialization because I get that additional skill tier, because I don't have 6 skill tier, so I need that plus 1 skill tier from it. Plus I will get 10% skill damage from the technician specialization as well. And I'm using the capacitor. I already made a review on it. If you want, you can check it out. If you have any concern like how to get the capacitor or anything, it's super simple to get it. You just have to do 5 challenges, and the capacitor itself, it's like a, you know, made for hybrid build weapon, because we have the crit chance on the you know, scope. We have the 30% critical hit damage on the muzzle. I mean, that's just literally like a hybrid stat. And also the talent itself is a hybrid talent, basically, because you have skill damage coming in from this weapon and also weapon damage coming in. In short, you're going to get 60% skill damage and 45% weapon damage from this particular weapon itself, the talent, okay? And also it comes with damage to armor, which is really sweet as well. Plus you have health damage because it's an assault rifle, so you also have some health damage, which is really nice. And yeah, that's basically the capacitor. That's why I have it. Now my secondary is the test subject, because it's also a new weapon. Plus it comes with the perfectly in sync talent. So I finally got to rest my harmony. I used to use it a lot, but now I'm going to use an assault rifle. And yeah, just a secondary, honestly, but I always use the capacitor because, you know, it's basically a crazy damage kind of weapon, you know. I mean, who doesn't want 60% skill damage and 45% weapon damage on a weapon? Like, seriously. So that's why I have it. Now, the build here, what's going on the build is I have 3 pieces of the new brand set, which is the Empress International. Now, the reason why I have 3 pieces is because 10% skill health, which is kind of all right. It helps a little bit. When you send your drone, it will have like a 10% health, which is kind of fine, but it's all right. Now, 10% skill damage for the second and 10% skill efficiency for the third piece. Now, the 10% skill efficiency, you already mentioned it on the PTS, that this skill efficiency not only has skill health but damage, also status effect, skill haste, all the skill stats into it, just like, you know, your memento backpack would have. So skill efficiency has all of those skill stats. So if you use 3 pieces of Empress International, you will have 20% skill damage. So that's why I'm going for it, 20% skill damage, okay? Plus all the pieces has crit chance and crit damage on it, because it's a hybrid build. Like I said, this build has 170% crit damage, guys. 170% crit damage. And max skill, crit chance, 60%. So I have skills here and crit damage and crit chance. Same for the knee pads. Skills here, crit chance and crit damage. The holster as well, you can see, similar. So these are the 3 pieces. Now I have 2-piece Hanayu. You can actually use different different gears, and I will tell you what you can actually do if you want to use a different like gears. But this is mainly because I want to have like high crit damage than the skill damage variant. You can actually push this to a skill variant than a damage variant, but I went for the damage variant because I'm already getting a lot of skill damage from my weapon itself, the capacitor. So I just wanted to have like high crit, so I can actually kill my targets with my weapon as well, rather than only using the skills to kill them, you know. My skills are basically a distraction, but also doing a lot of damage at the same time. Plus I am doing a lot of damage with my weapon as well. So that's how a perfect hybrid should work. Both of your like weapon and your skills should do like similar type of damage. So that would say like a 50-50 damage from both of them. So that's like a perfect hybrid, I would say. So that's why I'm using it. Now 2-piece Hanayu, like I said, skill damage. Now I'm going for glass cannon talent because, like I said, hybrid build, glass cannon will use your skill and also your weapon. Like the damage will be applied on your skill and your weapon. The 25% multiplicative damage. Can go wrong with that. I mean, if you want to use different talent, you can use a different talent, but I would always gonna use glass cannon because it's like a perfect talent for a hybrid build, honestly, not gonna lie. So that's why I went for it. I have skill damage here, which is the only like skill damage stat I have as an attribute. I don't have any skill damage stats anywhere. Like all I have is crit chance and crit damage. Now the second Hanayu I have is the force multiplier. I thought since I'm using Hanayu backpack, why not go for the named version of it, which is pretty much perfect god roll. And I have the perfect combined arm stats on it. I mean talent, which is 30% skill damage every 3 seconds when you fire your weapon. Since it's a hybrid build, I'm always going to fire my weapon. I will always going to get that extra 30% skill damage. So yeah, that's a win-win situation here. I mean, you could use the Memento backpack if you want to, because Memento will give you 30% skill damage, also weapon damage, plus you're going to get bonus armor, and also you're going to get armor regen. So overall, it's going to be really good. But the reason why I'm not using the Memento is right now there's like a weird bug or something going on with the backpack, and I just don't want to use it. Like seriously, I don't. I mean, I know if I use this I will get an advantage, but I just don't want to use it. Okay. Plus, it will screw up my build. I will not gonna have crit chance, crit damage if I use Memento because it doesn't have crit chance, crit damage stats on it. So I don't want to use that. Now I'm using Grupo Sombra Mask because I want to get that high crit damage. Like I said, 170% crit damage. So that's why I went for the Grupo Sombra. I'll have weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, as you can see. And now, let me show you my stats here. You can see 60% crit chance and 171% critical hit damage, like I said. Plus, I have 11% armor damage as well, so that's multiplicative. So, in terms of, like, damage from your weapon, the build looks pretty solid, right? What about the skill damage? That's how you can tell, like, it's a hybrid, right? If your skill is also good, like your weapon will be. So let me show you. So we're here at the shooting range. So I'm gonna actually deploy my turret here. Before I should actually restock because I don't have ammo. Okay. Now let's deploy the turret, and my turret actually hitting for 117,000, which is not that impressive. Fine, I know. Now let's just let it kill it. So let me do the damage from my weapon and get the force multiplier active. Now you can see it jumped to 156,000. Okay, but that's not the damage. That's also not good. Let me fire up the capacitor and let's get the stack from the capacitor, like all the way up to 40. Yeah. Now we have damage from the capacitor. Now let's see how much damage my turret can do. Look at that, 211,000. Yeah. 211,000. That's my turret. That's my turret is hitting for 211,000. Now you could increase this damage to a lot if you use something else, and I'll tell you what it is. But right now, just see the damage, 211,000 from the turret. Now that's from the turret. Now how much damage my weapon does, like how much crit I can get, the amount of number, like the crit numbers. So as you can see, I'm critting for 384,000 on the body. With the capacitor, I'm critting for 384,000 on the body. And on the head, I'm critting for 450k, or 82k rather, sorry, 482k. And that's really good for a hybrid build. A hybrid build critting for 384,000 on body, and the turret is doing 211,000. That's really good. That's a lot of damage. Now, you could increase the damage from your turret if you want to. To do that, you got to use a Wyvern piece. As you can see, I have this Wyvern mask here. Now, if I switch to the Wyvern mask, I'm going to get that additional skill damage from the Wyvern, and also have skill damage rolled as in the attribute. I will not lose much of crit damage as well. Like I will have 54.5 crit chance and 155% crit damage. If I change the skill damage from here to critical hit damage, I'll have like 167% critical hit damage, which is kind of also really nice. But now if I use this one, and if I place my turret and I let my turret shoot with the capacitor and combined arms, you'll see that the damage from my skill increased by a lot. Like right now, if I let my weapon, I mean my turret fire with the combined arms, as you can see, look at that, 230k. The turret is hitting for 230k. But my weapon is also critting for 335,000. It was 384 from that, but now it's 335 from this. But then it was 211 from the turret, but now it's 230 from the turret. So you gain skill damage, you lost a little bit of crit, but it's still kind of similar in terms of like damage. If you total the weapon damage and the skill damage, is kind of similar. So there's this way you can use it, and like I said, you can also use the memento just to increase the damage by a bit, but I'm not going to use that. So yeah, that's the hybrid build here, guys. Let me know how you feel about it. I think it's a really good build because I've been playing with this like the entire day. I was actually using this build to farm control points, basically doing the manhunt, you know, getting all the XPs and stuff, trying to level up my season. I also played like Summit, use this weapon. I mean, it's awesome. That's all I can say. And in my opinion, I feel like it's actually one of the best hybrid build out there, if not the best. So yeah, give it a try. Let me know how you feel about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.